Hi guys, and today what you're looking at is its tank review time. That's right. And today we're looking at the Chinese Type T34. This is a Tier 5 medium, as you can see. I have gone down the Chinese line. I'm all the way up to Tier 6. But due to lack of finances, I had to sell my Type 58, unfortunately. So we're looking at the Type T34. This is based on the Soviet T34. Sorry. As you can see here, several hundred T-34-76 tanks were exported from the USSR to China in the early 1950s. The usefulness of these tanks were extended by Chinese design upgrades, including a new engine and modernized suspension. Comes with 450 hit points. It's 29 tons, 32 maximum load, 500 horsepower engine, 55 speed limit, 42 degree traverse, has 45, 45 and 40 millimeter of hull armor, and 52, 52, 45 in the turret. Its rate of fire is 26.9 rounds a minute with the upgraded gun, and does a 48 degrees turret traverse. So there's a 350 view range, which is actually pretty, pardon the phrase, but piss poor weak for a medium, and a 525 signal range. Now bear in mind that is the upgraded radio. That is everything fully upgraded. See, its stock radio is 325, and I know this is stereotyping, but aren't the Chinese the leaders of the world in electronics? So why is their radio so crap? As for the suspension, stock suspension will give you 40 degrees and a 29 ton maximum load. The so-called upgraded will give you 42 degrees of traverse and 32 tons. So yeah, it's a great big upgrade, isn't it? Its stock engine is 480 horsepower, with the increased engine giving you 500 horsepower. And of course you do see the upgraded turret. And let's take a look at its whopping gun selection, shall we? Only gets 2 guns. It gets the Soviet 76mm F34, which is kind of junk, 86 millimeters of penetration, and 15 rounds per minute with 110 alpha damage, with 0.46 accuracy, 2.3 second aim time. Now, what can I say? This stock gun had me pulling my hair out, because using a regular AP shell, no, sorry, just no. I had to burn through almost 1 million credits buying premium ammunition for the stock gun, just to start farming up the experience to unlock the turret, which will set you back 1,800 research points to get the bigger gun, which is 2,400 research points. And in order for you to get, now this is the ironic thing, the upgraded gun is actually lighter in weight than the stock gun, as the yep. So in theory you don't need the upgraded suspension. You can just get the turret, the gun, and it's more than enough load weight, so you can actually save yourself 2,000 EXP. As for the engine, that's C750 over 750, that's the same. Radio 100 over 80. So yeah, if you want to get the upgraded radio, you may have to get the suspension, because it would put you over by a little bit, along with a few other things. And so yeah guys, that's the garage view, and in the next part we'll be going into more detail. And we're back guys, and what you're looking at here is the Woot tank viewer, and we're looking at the Chinese Type T34M medium tank, tier 5. This one has 410 hit points, which is ironic because I do actually have the all the upgrades actually on it, and for some reason it's still only saying it's only got 410 hit points, as yet in the actual game it says it has 450. So there's a bit of discrepancy there, but that's fine. As you can see, this is the armor values. Its maximum armor of 90 mil is in this one little lower plate here. 40 millimeter and up around the body. Tracks, of course, is considered 20 mil spaced armor, spaced armor, spaced armor. And of course the actual only spaced armor that's visible in the model viewer is actually the gun mantlet, as you can see here. Pretty much with this tank you just really don't want to get hit. You really don't, as you can see here. Take away the 52 millimeter of spaced armor plus the 20 of the gun and then the 0 behind it, so you have a whopping 72 millimeters of armor right here. So basically if they're only aiming for your gun mantlet and they're only using, I mean, even the stock gun that comes with this tank, the 76 millimeter, this big blocky thing right here, will still do stupidly going through your armor. The upgraded gun definitely, because 117 plus millimeter, not including premium rounds. And well, what can I say? The tank is actually a fun little tank to drive. Its only downside is, and it's a downside that's going to be hurting a lot of players, is it has two major flaws. One, gun traverse. This tank has literally no gun traverse. It cannot aim the barrel up or down. You're literally going to have to use the terrain to help you. And also aim time. 2.3 second aim time doesn't seem like much for most tier 6, tier 7, tier 8 mediums, because they've got the speed to maneuver back off. You know, they've got view range, or they've got something to offset that horrid aim time. This poor tank, however, does not. So we're going to go back to the game and we're going to actually check out the tank, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, guys? Okay, and we're back. We're back in the main garage, as you can see. And I have been corrected. It is 450 hit points, as you can see. I am currently grinding out to get to the Chinese Type 5916. I'll do another video on that at a later date. Please look forward to seeing that. And once I've got this done, I will be selling the Type T34, probably taking the crew. What is the crew complement of the T5916? Does not say. Oh wait, here we go. Crew 1, 2, 3, 4, and the crew complement of the T34, I believe, is 5. Oh no, it's 4. There we go. I'm going to take the crew from this T34 and put it into the T5916. So, yeah. That's what I got planned for that tank. Now, to be honest with you, this tank has really poor traverse. It has really poor. I mean, notice I don't have the enhanced gun laying drive. There's a reason why. At 500,000 credits, it's not cost effective at this tier. I only need 20,000 EXP, which I can probably get in about 2 hours of grinding to get the 5916. Once I get the 5916, I'm just going to sell this tank, and I don't have the gold to remove it, so it's just going to get sold for only 250,000 credits. So it's not cost effective to have it in this tank. And besides, I like to use this tank as a mobile sniper. As you can see, I don't use any premium rounds right now, because again, it's just not cost effective. It's just not cost viable. Matchmaker really hasn't been that bad for me in this tank. As you can see, the only thing I did decide to add was the improved ventilation. That's really it to help boost my crew's speed. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get my crew to about maybe 100% just before I cross them over. That way, my crew is in the high 80s, maybe low 90s, which will be a really good boost to the 5916 start. I don't see the point in adding any of these consumables to it. I really don't. The suspension, maybe. I have actually gotten a lot of impact. I may buy that. It's only 80,000. I can get that back. So there we go. My typical consumables: small first aid, small repair kit, manual fire extinguisher. It can get the removed speed governor, which I don't plan on using, and you can also get the oil. So if you really are looking for a tank to tear up, throw those in there. Max out your driver. Give him I think it's smooth ride. Is it smooth ride? Give him off-road driving, and clutch braking, and maybe even throw in controlled impact, and you can basically use this tank as a huge torpedo, because that's the only thing it's got going for this tank. Weight wise, comparing it to say the M4, the M4 weighs 30 to 32 tons, basically the same as this tank. Now the M7, which is a medium, weighs 23 to 25 tons, so it's a little lighter than the T34. But then again, the T34 is actually a fun little tank. I have actually been enjoying it. Granted, when I first got this thing and got to the Type 58 and realized that this tank actually is a tank that can do something, especially with the upgraded 85mm, it can. A Type 58 in the right time, at the right time, and at the right place can actually turn the tide of a battle. I really can't say the same for the T34, but we'll find out because we're about to get into a game. Let's go to battle. We are in queue. Okay, it's an encounter battle on mines. Let's see, we're mid-tier here, which means we can do some jacking. We're just going to have a hard time getting through that KV-1 and that G1B. So, I plan on going across this area and trying to keep it contested. Maybe get some flank shots in, while these guys, I assume, will be going this way. But looks like everyone's going to probably rush center and die horribly. Again, the only thing that's really hurting this tank is there is literally no tank traverse. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, this is me aiming up. This is me aiming down. I cannot aim down. This tank does not aim down to save its life. A bit of a frame drop there for a second. That was weird. But as you can see, I can't aim below the waterline. This tank does not like to aim down. Okay, we've got an enemy Soviet T-28. Panzer 1C, Panzer 3, again I can't hurt that Panzer 3, T25, back up. Got through his frontal plate armor. His turret took a hit. Keeping him tracked. He's gone. Now we did take a couple of hits in our upper plate. Unfortunately, I thought it was the turret. The turret's hydraulics has taken a bit of a whack. There's a Stug trying to go up the hill. We'll give friendlies a bit of a heads up. Got a T-49 up on that hill. Let's see if... really? You're going to block me? You're going to block me? Seriously, Panzer IV, you're going to block me to try and hit a T-49 with that inaccurate, derpy bollock gun. Pardon my French. You, sir, are a fucking idiot. Again, going to try and get some flanking shots going. Wolverine's been lit up. He's hitting me. Nailed him. That's two. Okay. Another Wolverine apparently is somehow hitting me, even though I don't see another Wolverine. As you can see, the aim time is really hurting this tank. There's an enemy M7. No shots. There's a B1 trying to be a distraction. There's their artillery. Let's see if this gun can actually do its job. Nice. Again, as you can see, the reload time is not that bad. It doesn't need a ram loader. You're actually loading faster than you can actually get your reticle down. So Great, nailed him. That B1's camping like a little hetzer. Got him. It's 4. And it's that one. Come on, little B1, pop out. Nope. Still waiting. M4 is going to get him. Or not. Oh, 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 oh. Ow. That hurt. Wow. Seriously, M4? Got him. That's it. GG. GG twice. 5 kills. Not bad. As I said, guys, I like to flank with this tank and do some... there we go. Reaper. Nice. Got a Reaper badge. 23,104 credits. And I got 1,898 XP. And yes, that was my daily double. Let's check it out in a detail. I did 675 damage overall, 5 kills. Their M4. Track. Engine in the hetzer, nice. T28. Let's see overall. Potential damage received, 510. Damage dealt. I fired 13 shots, 11 were hits, 11 penetrated. Let's see, enemies spotted, enemies damaged. Damage upon my spotting, 281. So I didn't do that bad, not that bad at all. So yeah, that's just an encounter battle for this tank. Again, it's one of those tanks that make you scratch your head at first, because once you first get in it, from, say, the Stuart that can actually have turret traverse, which is what this does come from. This stems from the M5 Stuart. Now, this Chinese version of the Stuart, for some reason, does not get scout matchmaking, or at least I didn't. The maximum tier I saw was tier 5 in all the games I played in it, which was, touch wood, was actually quite lucky. So I just knocked it out and got right to the T34, and I've already, as you can see, guys, I unlocked the Type 58, so I'm in the process of unlocking the Type 5916. It is one of those sort of tanks that you're gonna have to use the map to your advantage. That's pretty much all I can say. I mean, the enhanced suspension's not a bad idea, which is why I just threw it on. And again, it is one of those tanks that you are gonna have some good games, and then you're gonna have some really shit games, pardon my French. And there's gonna be days when you're just like, FML, man, come on, FML. And if you don't know what FML means, it means fuck my life. And then there's gonna be some games just like the one you just saw, where you are godlike, where you are pretty much unkillable. Where, well, I wouldn't say I was unkillable, but I at least did my job. I hit the weak tanks first, I grouped my shots, I saw where the team was shooting, and I just carried on. Some of you guys can call me a kill stealer, and if you do, I apologize if that's what you think I did. All I was doing was helping the team. Plain and simple. Moving as a group, helping with the team. I didn't go for the flag because I know I don't have any armor. And in that matchmaker, there were so many low tier tanks that normally it would be a seal clubbing for most regular, for example, M4 Sherman, M7. Yes, this is a modified M7. It's I'm in the process of turning this into a Walker Bulldog for a friend. But anyway, as I was saying, back to this tank. But as you can see, it's one of those sort of tanks that makes you want to reevaluate what you do, your role as the tank. I have seen some some Chinese Type T34s throw on a camo net, throw on the binocular scopes, and just be a small passive scout. I've even seen them use the coated optics with the binocs just to bump up that view range. And I calculated it out. Okay, let's see. The 10% from the coated optics would give you 35. So let's see. That would be 50, 60, 70, 85. Okay, 385. Then on top of the 25. So if 10 is 10, yeah, you'd be pushing almost 470 view range with the camo net if you're stationary. With various, of course, with various other skills, like for the commander, like recon, to extend your maximum view range. And with your radio operator, taking the skill situational awareness. And I have seen some tanks try and max out their view range just to get the spotting damage in. That's what I plan on doing with the 5916. I plan on turning it into a passive scout, where I just find a little bush, happy little bush, camp there, and bling, done. But again, it's all about situation. It is all about situation. And I hope you enjoyed this tank review, guys. And if you did, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, I do live stream Worldo tanks and other PC games like Hearthstone, Lord of the Arena, on twitch.tv/deceptivecobras. And yeah, I hope to see you there, guys. And as always, keep your shells flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out.